Just to prevent confusion and disappointment, this is not the new LEGO movie trailer, but the highly anticipated Villains of YouTube Episode 3. This time around, we will be cross-examining Georgie commentator and YouTube meme magnate Will Lenney, or more commonly known as WillNE. From the outset, it is clear that we have a big personality on our hands in the form of Mr. Lenney. The true wordsmith that he is has resulted in a truly unique YouTube handle. Evidently time was not lost for William watching Jolly Phonics during primary school. Slightly more tenuous is the purposeful link between NE and the part of England from which Will originates, the North East. In a recent discovery, the World Muse team successfully uncovered the true meaning behind these letters, but we will touch on this later in the programme. For the past 3 years or so, WillNE has been publishing content on our platform, and like many of his bedroom-dwelling colleagues, has risen to fame thanks to his criticism of other creators' content. From videos comparable to Loose Women, where he delves into deep analysis of Kim K's Twitter activity, and Kylie's latest makeup range, to enlightening discoveries of the world of health and well-being. This fella has done it all, frequently analysing important content for the benefit of his viewership and ultimately the world, as his influence and outreach expands for the greater good. The Game of Thrones fans amongst you will liken Lenney's relationship with Brian, aka the true Geordie, to that of Hodor and Bran. Just as the quadriplegic boy was guided by his BFG to safety, our quadrilateral WillNE remains firmly mounted, saddle, stirrups and all, on the straining back of the truest Geordie of them all. However, we cannot blame this entrepreneurial creative for making the most of his opportunities, and it is fair to say that the lonely life of this professional YouTuber does result in respectable content, most notably Twatty, or This Week on the Internet, which can be accredited for the most part of NE's subscriber count. On the subject of subscribers, it is common knowledge that WillNE has recently surpassed the 2 million milestone, a grand achievement for most. However, a mere stroll in the park for Big Jill Hudson, aka Morgs' mum, who Lenney has recently waged war against, a conflict he is bound to lose to this veteran of the internet. This exposes a darker side to Will, one that he will not regard World Muse in a favourable light for uncovering: his abuse of everything both young and old on the platform of YouTube. For several years now, WillNE, I Am Alex, George Memulus and Stephen Tries, otherwise known as those other bum boys, have been the holders of YouTube's darkest secret, which goes by the initials NE, Noncing Entities. Yes, it sounds like the surname of Will, but in reality, it is a cover-up for the perverted action of this group of YouTubers, seeking to bring down YouTube forever. Starting out as an apparent joke, Stephen Tries became a self-proclaimed nonce. World Muse believed that this was in order to rule out any suspicion that he was actually this way inclined. It is now clear that as a group, Noncing Entities plan to guide unsuspecting innocent junior viewers onto their videos through disgustingly horrific clickbait and scar their young minds forever. This cult movement was initiated by the likes of WillNE and Stephen Tries via videos such as How to be Stormzy, which encourages behaviour deserving of an ASBO, and so making youngsters more vulnerable thereafter, and also My Head Is Not Square, simply a blatant lie. Please like, subscribe and share to attract sufficient attention in order to end Noncing Entities and prevent its members from damaging our online safe haven any further.